One of the questions that comes up is how often you need to sample your pasture for nutritional content. What we would recommend is at least 3 times of the year, the spring, the summer, as well as the fall, because the weather has a dramatic impact on the nutrient content of the forage. Another question that comes up is how many samples do you actually need to take? On average, we'd like you to have about 1 sample per acre. So if you have a 5-acre pasture, then have 5 samples. So if you have a very small paddock you're sampling, which is an acre, then we'd still like you to get 5 samples. The important thing to remember is you're not doing an analysis on each of those 5 samples. You're combining them together and you're doing a subsample of those, which you're going to be sending to the analytical lab. Remember that when you're sampling your pasture, the key is to sample the diversity that's out there. So whether you have 1 acre or 5 acres, remember you're going to be taking those 5 samples at a minimum. And if your pasture is very diverse, you might want to take more. You might want to take up to 10. So you have a sample, and how do you know where to send it to? There are a couple options. One of the things you can do is just do a Google search and find out what labs are available in your area. You can contact also your local extension office, and these are located in many counties throughout Minnesota. Or if there's a consultant you're working with or a cooperative in agriculture that you're working with, they might know. When you submit your sample to the analytical lab, you'll have to indicate to them what you want analyzed. And we recommend you look at crude protein, minerals, such as like calcium and phosphorus, fiber, digestible energy, as well as the carbohydrate fractions. And this would be starch as well as sugars. And then when you get the results back, you can visit with your equine nutritionist, and it will help you interpret the results. You can also go to the equine website of the University of Minnesota Extension, and there'll be information there to help you make that interpretation.